The road to AEW All In at Wembley continues tonight as Dynamite travels to Greensville, South Carolina. Woo, it's not quite North Carolina, Ric Flair territory, but hey, South Carolina will do. And I believe that Greenville's in South Carolina. If it is not, then so be it. I messed up. But looking at this card tonight, I think Tony Khan messed up. Look, I'm pretty fair. Despite not liking the Dynamite product, despite not thinking Tony Khan has a clue what he's doing, I give Tony Khan a lot of credit because I think that most weeks he tries to put on a good show. He tries to book his top guys. Now, I don't like any of his top guys. I can't stand his top guys, but a lot of times I look at Dynamite and I go, well, considering how Tony Khan feels about these people, considering how he likes to book them, who he considers at the top of the card, it's a good card for him. I don't like it, but it's a good card for him. Normally, Tony Khan does give you a good Dynamite card, but I'm looking at tonight's show and it just looks very, very lackluster, but we will get into it. So, first up, Mariah May is doing an interview, sit-down interview with Renee Paquette. We've still got 4 weeks, 4 pay-per-views, or 4 shows, so 4 Dynamites, 4 Collisions, 4 Rampages to go through until we get to All In. And it just seems like the build-up has kind of died. All the matches, all the big matches are pretty much set for All In, and it's just dragging out. This kind of reminds me of WWE, where everything just gets dragged out to the max. You have to wait 3 months till somebody puts a title on the line, and that's what it feels like here with Mariah May and Bryan Danielson. Like, a lot of the matches are set, yet we have to wait 4 weeks until they actually happen. Yeah, so Mariah May doing a sit-down interview with Renee Paquette. Who cares? Maybe there's too much time between the turn and the pay-per-view for us to really... I think that they should have happened a little bit later, but Mariah May is going to speak tonight, and I guess they'll try and have no contact between her and Toni Storm until All In. Who cares? She's hot, but I mean, at the end of the day, who cares? I think she's alright, but I don't know how she's going to get on with her own character. We'll see. It'll be interesting to see what Mariah May does. Ever since she's pretty much got relevant in AEW, she's only been copying Toni Storm. She was dressing up, cosplaying as the old Toni Storm, and then after turning on Toni Storm, she cut that promo where she was pretending to be Toni Storm and acting like Toni Storm. So I guess maybe tonight we'll find out a little bit more about the real Mariah May and see how that goes. We have the Conglomeration taking on the Beast Mortals, Roderick Strong and Rush. Who cares? I am sick of AEW 6-man tag matches. They all fucking suck. The Conglomeration will win, but I just don't give a shit, to be honest. CML World Women's Championship. So, as if we didn't have enough crappy belts on Dynamite in AEW in general, now we have the CMLL Women's Championship. So, Willow Nightingale just lost her TBS title to Mercedes Moné about 2 months ago, and now she's brought another belt in. Now there's 3 women's belts, and that's not even factoring, I believe, the Ring of Honor women's belt. So, how many belts does this company need? It's just a meaningless belt, and she's having an eliminator match against Chris Statlander. These two have been in a feud, but now they're having a stupid eliminator match for a belt. Like, who does that? Who's in a rivalry, but they have like an eliminator match like 6 weeks into the rivalry? It's fucking dumb. Why don't they just put this on All In and have the match on All In be for the title? Why are they wrestling before the show? I mean, it doesn't make any sense. Not that I care. I don't really want to see Nightingale versus Statlander, but just seems dumb that they're having this eliminator match before the pay-per-view. I'm assuming Statlander will win, so yeah, I'll go for Statlander. We have Hangman Adam Page taking on Darby Allin. I don't know why. Throwaway match, I guess. If this was happening in the build-up to Blood and Guts, I get it, but I don't really know what direction they're going here. Don't know what's happening with Hangman Adam Page. Is he a part of the Elite? What are the Elite doing at All In? What's Darby Allin doing at All In? Are we still going to get some form of AEW versus the Elite at All In? Team AEW versus Elite? I don't know. I'll go with Hangman Adam Page, though, to defeat Darby Allin. Okay, we'll hear from Mercedes Moné, and she will be with Camille. I'm sick of people pretending like Camille is a big star, just like the people that WWE signed, Stephanie Fakir and that other person, Giulia or whatever from Japan. They're just women wrestlers, okay? They're not over, they're not stars, they've never done anything to get over. maybe they've got potential if booked right and if used correctly in the company, but I'm sick of these people coming in, these nobodies, these no names, these jobbers that have done nothing in big time wrestling, and they come into either AEW or WWE and people hype them up. Oh, they're a big star. No, you can't be a big... If you were a big star, you wouldn't be in the fucking minor leagues that long. It's a fact. To become a big star, you need to have a big platform. You can't be a big star when you're just being held back by, like, these minor shows. These little indie shows, or these... Alright, I'm not saying CMLL's indie, but come on, it's not WWE. Same with New Japan. It's not WWE, so... Whatever, we'll hear from Mercedes Moné. I don't really care what she's got to say. We'll hear from Bryan Danielson. Now, we've heard that the doctors are supposedly saying that he should not be wrestling. I don't know if that is storyline, kayfabe, or if it's legit. I don't know what it is, but this could very well be Bryan Danielson's last match. He did say that he planned on retiring after All In. So, yeah, I believe his contract runs out tomorrow. I don't know what's happening, if he's signing like a 4-week extension or if he's going to keep himself in AEW for another year. I mean, who knows? I personally think he should go back to WWE, work a safer style there. He could have a couple of WrestleManias or something like that, even one WrestleMania, have himself a big moment before, riding off into the sunset. I think Bryan Danielson deserves that, and he had a decent career in WWE. So, yeah, I think there's still money on the table for Danielson in WWE. AEW, his run's kind of flopped. I think he deserves to win the world title, but, I mean, I don't know. Is he going to, if he does win it, what's he going to do? Is he going to step down? Is he going to, vacate the belt? Is he going to retire as champion? I mean, what is he going to do? Is he going to sign an extension and stay there for another year and injure himself and have people fucking target his neck every single week? I mean, what's the end goal? What's the end game for Bryan Danielson? We'll find out tonight as he speaks. And in the main event, Will Ospreay versus Lance Archer. Very disappointing main event. Not main event worthy. It's just not. This is not a main event worthy match. I thought that Raw didn't really have a main event worthy match, but holy shit, this match is way more main event worthy than what we've seen on Raw. But yeah, I mean, you look at the other shows, Roxanne Perez versus Thea Hale, that was a title match, that felt main event worthy. This doesn't, so yeah. This week's wrestling hasn't been great, and I don't think it's going to get any better tonight. Will Ospreay, Lance Archer, I've no interest in seeing it, obviously. Will Ospreay will win. But in terms of this being a good show, I just don't think so. There's not enough on it. There's a lack of stars. There's a lack of good stuff being promoted, and yeah, we'll see what happens on the show. But it's just matches that I don't care about. And honestly, at this point, what are we going to hear from Mariah May? What are we going to hear from Mercedes Moné? What are we going to hear from Bryan Danielson? Are they just going to talk generic shit? Are they going to bore us for like 5 minutes? Who cares? Who knows? I guess we'll find out, guys, when we review it. That's it. Catch you in the next one. Till then, peace.